Hey guys, today's video we're going to be talking about the Black Ops 2 port because we have our first official hacker in the game, and it is the most notorious hacker of them all. His name is C isn't Sharp, and the name is very fitting because C probably has an IQ below 60. If you've never heard of him, he is responsible for hacking Call of Duty games on Xbox. When you go to the theater mode, you can download mod menus hacks. That is due to this guy. He is responsible for that. He managed to slither his way into the Black Ops 2 port on PS5. We have clips of him doing stuff on Hijacked and on different maps like Nuketown. These clips started circulating about 6 or 7 days ago, so I wanted to give it some time. I wanted to see if he could actually implement these infections and spread it across the game. I did not see anybody else with cheats, maybe a handful, five or less people other than him. A lot of people were glazing him online and saying he'll get infections out within 24 hours or a week. Since this did happen about 6 or 7 days ago, some time has passed. I have not seen infections. Everybody is playing hacker free for the most part. Whether you count the third party hardware as cheating, that's a different story. I don't think that's technically hacking because you're not changing anything within the game. A third party hardware system, I think, is just considered cheating if we want to get on technicalities. But when it comes down to actually hacking in the game, this can only be done, I think, with a dev kit. Look, I'm not the one to hate or bash modders. They work on some of those passionate projects that we've seen, whether it be in custom zombies or the developers of the HMW mod. I still remember having a DM conversation with one of the developers of the HMW mod saying, hey, I'm one of the only people that still plays your client after the H2M client got canceled by Activision, so the hype kind of died down a few months later. I said, I love the updates you guys still push out. I'm enjoying it, getting gameplay for YouTube. He messaged me back. He was saying it's great. We still plan on doing stuff for the game. We're not going to cancel development. And it was a good conversation. And the fact they're doing it free of charge, there's no paycheck coming from Activision. These are the types of modders that I don't think the majority of us have a problem with. Obviously, you still have that very small minority that doesn't like to see the game modified. They don't like to see any additions in the game. I don't think the majority of us are in that boat. But when it comes down to the modders that implement mod menus into the game, it's so corny and cringe. We're in the big 2.6. If you're still doing that, you got problems. We have a lot of things to go over before we can even worry about your job application, okay? That is absurd behavior to do this in 2026. And keep in mind that this is not only unemployed behavior, but I actually did some more research because you've probably seen some master ranks in your lobby too. Forget about the spin botting. These people modifying the game files, creating accounts that have max ranks, modified stats, unlock all of these people that are creating accounts like that and then selling these services in Discord, I did a little bit of research. They don't make anything. These people actually hack the game and don't make any money off it. If you look at some of their accounts, I saw one of these sellers made like $9,000 throughout the whole year selling cheats. People on unemployment literally make more than that. What are we doing here, gentlemen? Why are we acting like this? We should not be ruining a game's integrity for $9,000 a year. That is crazy. That is crazy. People who actually go buy a account fully, leveled up, unlock all camos and this and that for $50, $100, $150, you deserve to get scammed. You deserve to get scammed. These people that are selling their services, like through Discord, they market their accounts and stuff, and then they sell the actual software or the keys for the software on third party websites. These accounts should be taken down, banned. I don't understand how there's not a tracker for it. It's absurd. The thing here is that the dev kit situation that we saw clips of is different from the people selling these accounts. These are two separate situations, although they are technically both cheaters. The silver lining in all of this is that this is potentially the worst it can get when it comes down to how difficult it is to actually hack on PlayStation with the hardware and how difficult it is to connect online with your hacks. So thankfully, Activision did remove the theater mode because there are those people that, do have dev kits. They will go online with the hacks. There is no theater mode for those hacks to spread and infect other people, thankfully, even if this guy were to go in a LAN match. I do believe if you were to infect a player in a LAN match, once that player backs out and then tries to connect to the online services, the infection should be gone once you are no longer in the LAN game. Thankfully, Activision did remove the theater mode, so this does seem to be mitigated right now. Like I said before, this shit was cool 12 years ago, 2012, 2014. You're playing Call of Duty World at War. You get infected in a public match. You change your clan tag to Rain. Does anybody remember that? You changed your clan tag to Rain and then your gamer tag turned into RGB colors. That was cool back then. This shit is not cool. Let's just function like normal people for once and enjoy this. This is not normal behavior. Like I said, these people do this for less than unemployment numbers. People literally on unemployment make more than these cheat sellers and these, account developers that sell their accounts through Discord and that cheat in the game. This guy bought a dev kit that cost 4 digits, whether it be $1,000, $3,000, however many dollars he spent. Odds are it's 4 digits just to hack in the big 2.6, get his little 40 seconds of fame. Now that it's over, it's like, can we just function like normal people? Doing this for 12 years has to get boring, no? I feel like there has to be a line in the sand for you eventually. There's no way you're just doing it for the love of the game at this point. Apparently, this guy's a real piece of shit too. Allegedly, you can't believe everything you read online, but this guy got into a fight with another person online, swatted said person, and almost got his dog killed due to the police response. So the swatted victim almost has his dog killed by this guy because they got into a fight online. Allegedly, this happened. I don't know if that's true, but I would be giving that person the benefit of the doubt. I would be giving the victim the benefit of the doubt in this situation, judging by how this guy still hacks in a game like this. So I don't know if that's true, but apparently this guy's not even a good person in real life. That's piece of shit behavior. That's piece of garbage behavior. Other than that, I don't want to give him any more attention. This is just a one-time, one-off thing, the spin botting, the hacking. I do notice a lot more accounts, high-level accounts like Prestige 6 or Prestige 8, Master Prestige. I've even seen emblems saying, unlock all services, join this Discord, or yada, yada, yada. I don't know how this is allowed on Discord, but they should really crack down on people selling, cheats and services that's basically against code of conduct in a lot of games. Whether it be Valorant, Call of Duty, Fortnite, you can't tell me a lot of these providers don't market through there. So you have to actually start cracking down on this through those websites where they actually sell this shit. Maybe that's a better way to go because Ricochet and all of these, corporations, maybe Valorant's anti-cheat is the standard, but for the most part, there is no there is no standard when it comes to a 100% or 9 out of 10 functioning anti-cheat. Even when you get to the higher ranks of Valorant, you can tell that there are a lot of cheaters there. If we can actually manage to go after where they're selling and providing the cheats, it might make an impact, might. But like I said, this right here, the spin botting with the dev kit, that is just peak loser behavior in 2026. So let me know what you guys think down below. Comment what you have seen. Have you seen anything like this? I'm not talking about running into a Prestige Master or a Prestige 8 with an emblem saying unlock all services or join my Discord. I'm talking about really, Xbox 360 level hacks. Where have you seen that? Have you seen that at all? Because so far for the past week, I've seen maybe one, two people on X. I haven't seen anybody in my games personally. So, like I said, let me know what you guys have seen down below. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.